Okay, this story is called Sixbones. Chapter 1. Entry number blank. A human has fallen into this hell. She found Sixbones, as we've come to call the new Sandsden papyrus. She's befriended it, and it is now sitting in papyrus's old room. She seems determined to stay by its side, even more so than Sans with papyrus. I really don't want to do this anymore. It's all my fault. They're like this. Alphys ended her recording and lays her head down on her desk, sobbing uncontrollably. Meanwhile, the human was upstairs with Sixbones. It's getting kind of late. You should really get some sleep, she said, as she grabbed one of Sixbones' arms, both of his faces frowning. But I'm not tired, the taller head said. Please don't go, Ian, the shorter one said, and she sighed. I'm not going anywhere. You don't have to worry. She hugged him. I'll always be here for you. Sixbones hugged back, leaking on her a little bit. But whether you're tired or not doesn't really matter. You need your sleep. Now come on, let's get you tucked in. She laid him down and tucked him in. Would you like me to read you a story, or maybe sing a song? She said, as she sat on the edge of the bed. Fluffy Bunny is in that box, the shorter head said, pointing to a box. No, Sans, that's too much, the taller head said sternly. Well, I don't mind, Yen smiled. Could you sing? I would love to hear, the shorter said, and proceeded to stumble over his words a little. And she chuckled. You know what? I actually think I have a story you might like. She laid down next to him and pulled him into her arms, letting him use her as a pillow, despite his being sticky to the touch. Once upon a time, there was a girl. This girl didn't exactly fit in. Her world didn't accept her. So she ran away. Ran far, far away. She just kept running and running until she fell. And then found herself in a whole new world. A darker, more terrifying world. She was scared. And once more alone. And then she found what she thought was a monster, but soon came to be her best friend in the whole world. Sixbones smiled as Ian stroked his skulls, even though they were sticky. And she continued. He looked just as lone as she felt, and that made them closer somehow. Every day they hung out. Every night she watched over him. And then repeat. They accepted each other, and that's all they needed in the world. And because of him, she finally belonged. She finished her story and looked down to find Sixbones had fallen asleep. She smiles to herself, and instead of leaving like every other night, she goes to sleep as well.